Sup PYNP, hope everyone's alright today. Sorry I haven't updated in a while, but I've just moved back to my uni in Sheffield. So I'm in a new setting now, all moved in, attended a few lectures, so I'm all settled in now. So onwards and upwards from here. Anyway, today's video is going to be about exertion headaches. Not many people know what these are, but if you've, obviously if you haven't had them, or you don't know someone who's had them, or you don't study medicine or anything, but basically exertion headaches are when you get a headache during physical exercise or high exertion. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're doing cardio, if you're lifting weights, if you're running up the stairs real quick. If you get a headache during those high resistance or cardio training, then that's called an exertion headache. Their reasons for exertion headaches can be quite serious, and they can be quite non-serious. Right? It can be nothing. It could be a simple remedy. So the non-serious reasons for exertion headaches, basically, you can get a headache for exertion just for being exhausted, or not eating enough, not sleeping enough. So it's just your body shut down, and basically you're exhausted. So if you're training and you get a little bit of a headache during training, stop. There's no point in going on. If it's causing you pain, then stop. Go home, get some rest, eat some food, maybe not go gym for a few days, and then come back and see how you're doing. If they continue, then it might be something else. So it could be dehydration. Right, so your brain is made up of 80% water, just about. And if you're dehydrated, then your brain starts to shrink, and the tissues attaching from your brain to the inside of your skull start to get a bit more tension on them, and that causes a headache. It's kind of like a hangover. So in the morning, you're really dehydrated, the alcohol has taken all the water out of your body, and your brain is shrunk, and that's what causes your headaches, the tension on the skull. So if you're getting headaches during exercise, try drinking a lot more water and see how that goes. But there are other reasons for exertion headaches as well, and one quite serious exertion headache happened to me one time, and it put me out of training for about 4 weeks. So basically, I was on the leg press. I was pressing like 200k, something like that, and I was on my 14th rep, I think. And last week, the week before, I'd done 14 reps with 200k, so I thought I'll squeeze out one more rep. No, I shouldn't have, because I took it down slowly, and I was like, right, this is the last rep, get it out. And I held my breath. Form went out the window. It was terrible. Big learning curve for me about form and breathing. But basically, I held my breath. My back on the back of the seat just went flat. It didn't keep its natural curve. And basically, I got the weight up, but as soon as I released tension off my legs, it felt like a hammer had been smacked around the back of my head. The sharp pain went up my neck and flew straight over to my forehead. And I almost collapsed. Like, the dizziness was unreal. I couldn't see properly. I got really almost an anxiety attack, because I thought I was going to drop dead. But it was a bit weird, so I had to stand there. I didn't have a spotter or anyone with me, contemplating whether I was going to faint or something. But basically, I went up to a trainer, told him what happened, and he said he's heard of it before. His brother had actually had the same thing doing leg press. And basically, it's an instant hit to, it feels like an instant sharp pain to the back of the head, and then a small throb over the rest of the, down behind the eyes and things. And after about 5 minutes, it goes away. But if you do any more exercise, you get this headache again, and it just doesn't go away. And I did some research online, and I heard that I should have gone to a doctor straight away, because normally it's not too serious, but sometimes it can be quite serious. And normally it's benign, but you should go to your GP if you have exertion headaches, because there could be a serious cause behind it. Probably not, but there might be. But basically, I thought I'd take a week off. That's what the gym instructor said, and then come back in a week and see how I do. So I came back in a week, and I did shoulder press, and my first set, I got to the 10th rep when you're pushing it, and I got this shooting pain straight up my neck again, and I couldn't do anything. It just hurt too much. So obviously I was really frustrated. I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I did a lot of research online, and it turned out that a chiropractor might be able to help me out, because it might be due to muscle spasms. So I went to a chiropractor. Luckily I'm on my dad's health insurance, because a chiropractor is bloody expensive. It's like 30 quid a session, something like that, and a 60 quid like induction session, so it's really expensive. But it helped, because he basically said that while doing leg press, because I held my breath and my form was off, I basically caused one of like trap muscles to pull, and it caused major tension at the back of my neck, and that basically pulled on the back of my skull. And so whenever I tensed up in any movement, so like shoulder press, it would tense up and pull on the back of my skull and really cause like painful headaches. So I had to have about 4 weeks of chiropractic treatment to try and sort out my muscle spasms. And after about 4 weeks, I had to start, not from the beginning obviously, but I had to start on low weight and progressively go up. And thankfully I'm back to normal now, but you know, that one rep of bad form and bad breathing caused me to be out of the gym for 4 weeks because of these headaches. So basically my advice here is all research form, research breathing, because it is majorly important, because without good form, without good breathing techniques, you can really do yourself over. So when you're doing any type of compound or isolation movement, you really want a good posture, so chest up, you know, butt out, get that nice natural curve to the spine. Obviously not too much, so you're straining, but you know, to a comfortable, keeping your chest up, butt out, really good. So if you're doing pull downs, keep your chest and head up, keep your shoulder blades back. If you're doing leg press, you know, have your back on the back of the seat, nice and, you know, your shoulders firm on the back and your butt into the corner, keep that back nice and curved. If you're doing things like deadlifts or squats, keep that back arched, keep it nice and curved, keep looking, you know, people like to look up, people like to look forward. One thing you don't want to do is look down, because your spine's like this, okay, and say this is your head here, okay, and you're doing deadlifts, so your spine's going down like this, okay, you're on nice good form, but all the weight's here with your shoulders. If your weight starts doing this to your spine, you're coming back up, it's causing your spine to straighten. It should be like this, but it's going like this and causing it to bend over. This ain't good, it's not good form, and it can really cause muscle spasms. And if, you know, you do it really wrong like I did, then you might get a really serious injury, and it can put you out for a long time. So always control your breathing, control your form, because then you can avoid these type of injuries. So that's exertion headaches. It's quite serious, but you know, as long as you keep your breathing and form, like I said, good, then you should be fine. I just want to let you know about this, because people aren't just saying it, just saying, oh, keep good form and keep breathing okay. It is important. People aren't just saying it for the sake of it. It is really important. But that's about it really on exertion headaches. So you got your dehydration. So if you're getting headaches during exercise, you know, keep hydrated, get good rest, eat enough, not too much to get fat, but you know, eat enough within your macros, whatever, and keep form and breathing good, and you should be alright. But it's got a bit serious, isn't it? It's got a little serious, and we need to have fun, don't we? It's fitness and training, you know, all well and good, you know, in the gym, but you still got to have fun. And so I don't want it to be too serious, don't want it to be too negative, but you know, at the end of the day, you just gotta have fun.
Playing at my house. I'll show you the ropes, kid, show you the ropes.